it's Jay the Nerd here. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below to get all the nerdy content you ever need every Wednesday and Saturday. And today is going to be my monthly favorites video. This is my favorite video to do every month. And of course, we're going to start with anime. Now, I haven't been watching a whole lot of anime the last couple of months because I've been obsessed with playing every game I've ever wanted to play during this time in quarantine. But recently I have been getting back on the anime bandwagon, and obviously one of the things I've been watching is the final season of Attack on Titan. I'm not going to talk about that in my monthly favorites today because obviously it's my favorite, but I've been doing reviews of each episode each week, so everyone already's heard me talk about it, so I'm going to be talking about two other ones this time. And the first one is going to be Beastars. Now, funny enough, I just watched Beastars yesterday, and I watched the entire thing in one evening. That's how good it was. I've been meaning to watch it for a long time, but I'm going to be honest with you, the 3D animation put me off, and I kind of avoided it. I'm not really a big fan of 3D anime, but I was like, you know what? Everyone talks about how amazing it is. I was bored last night, and I was like, sure. And instantly, and I mean instantly, I was hooked. It's so freaking good, and the 3D is done so well that like it didn't bother me like 3D anime normally does. I don't know how to explain it, but I really think that if you're not typically a fan of 3D anime, you should still give it a try because it ended up not bothering me at all. If you don't know, Beastars is about this gray wolf named Legoshi and this bunny named Haru, and it's about a world filled with anthropomorphic animals, like human-like animals, and it's about these ones that go to high school. And it's kind of slice of life-ish in a way with like their daily lives and how their world works, which is like separated by carnivores and herbivores and like how they work together and how their society functions. But it's also like a romance drama and a mystery, and it's so many different things. And if I'd have to explain it, I feel like it's a mix of Zootopia and Night in the Woods. If you've played the game Night in the Woods, you know what I'm talking about. Also all anthropomorphic animals in that as well. And it's just really, really, really freaking good. Like, we literally binged the entire thing in one night. It's 12 episodes. It's on Netflix. I highly, highly suggest you watch it. And then the next one I'm going to be talking about is Princess Jellyfish. And Princess Jellyfish came out a while ago, but I hadn't watched it yet. And it's like a slice of life, like romantic comedy anime about this girl named Tsukimi who loves jellyfish, and she lives in this communal living space with a bunch of other girls who are socially anxious otakus like her. If you don't know, an otaku is like a super nerd in Japan. And she meets this this guy who likes to wear women's clothing on occasion, and he helps her. And I'm not misgendering him because he is not a trans character. He's a cisgender man who likes fashion and sometimes likes to wear women's clothing as a way to be rebellious against his family and stuff like that. So don't take it the wrong way. But anyways, he saves a jellyfish for Tsukimi one night, and that's how they meet and they become friends. And it's about this fashionable, rich, sociable guy becoming friends with all of these kind of hermit, socially anxious girls, and it's adorable, and I really, really like it. And next we're going to be talking about manga. Now, the manga that I read this month, obviously I'm keeping up with My Hero Academia chapters, but I also finally caught up on Love is Hard for Otaku, which is an anime I talked about several months ago that I freaking love so much, and it's so underrated, and more people need to love it. Just saying. And I finally caught up on all the volumes, and I'm really excited for the next one to come out in English soon, because the anime's only had one season so far and the manga's already surpassed the anime, and I'm just really loving getting to read about these characters again and hoping there'll be another season in the anime. Next, we're going to talk about video games. Now, I've played a lot of video games in the last few months, but the only one I really played this month was Persona 5 Royal. I played it once, and then a week later, I played it again on New Game Plus, and I just beat New Game Plus a couple of days ago. And as you can see, I really love Persona 5. And if you haven't played Persona 5, I definitely suggest playing Persona 5 Royal, because it is like a new version of Persona 5 that improves on the original game's faults, and also adds hours and hours and hours of new amazing content. And it's just incredible, and it's one of my favorite games in the entire universe. I'm pretty sure I talked about Persona 5 maybe in other videos. I honestly can't remember. I talked about so many things. But if you don't know, it's about a group of teenagers, and they call themselves the Phantom Thieves, and they basically go into rotten adults or evil people's like consciousness and fight them and get them to stop being bad people. That's a really horrible description, but I don't know how to describe it without being too spoilery. And it's a turn-based strategy game. It's a JRPG. It is so amazing. So if you like JRPGs, I highly suggest it. Gajillion hours of amazing content. All the characters are incredible. But yeah, basically the concept is going inside someone's consciousness and stealing their heart, fixing their heart, and turning them into better people. It's really, really freaking good. And next we're going to be talking about TV. And the TV show that I watched this month was Kim's Convenience, and it is about a Korean family who owns and runs their own convenience store in Canada, and it's about all of the funny customers that they come across in their daily lives working at the store, and the family as a whole and how they get along and all of the crazy things that happen to them. And trust me, it's one of the most amazing comedies I've ever watched. It is so real. It is so good. It doesn't do anything gimmicky or cliche or anything. It's amazing. And next, I'm going to be talking about movies. And this movie I'm going to be talking about is The Prom, which is based on a Broadway musical from a couple of years ago. And it is about a lesbian girl in high school who wants to go to prom with her girlfriend, but she lives in a super conservative town in Indiana and they won't let her. And it's about these Broadway stars who come all the way from New York to Indiana to help her fight to go to prom because they want to use it as like a PR stunt or whatever. And it is really, really good, and the music is really, really good, and it's just really amazing. So if you like musicals, I highly, highly suggest it. It's on Netflix and it's really, really good. That's all I have for this month, and I will see you on Wednesday for my next Attack on Titan final season episode review. Bye!